Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cursedon Late Night Gaming. And tonight we're playing Path of Titans. I'd first like to start out by just saying, oh my god, I can't believe I get to stream again. It has been so hard to get on to stream. Not that I haven't been playing Path of Titans, but that every time I go to stream, there is someone watching TV behind me, because my studio's here in the basement with our whole entertainment center where the PlayStation everything is. But people come down here because it's got a nice sound system to watch movies and hang out, and it's just too noisy to stream while people are doing that. So this is the first night in a long time that I've had the ability to get on and play some games while streaming. So my latest obsession here has been Path of Titans. This is a game that is in development. It's made by a small studio in Australia. But man, if you play games like The Island, or The Isles, sorry, it's kind of like that. The Isle is kind of janky if you compare the two, quite honestly. I mean that in not a bad way. I mean, if you go back, if you play this game and then go back to the Isle, it feels like a mod. It feels like DayZ or something. You know, it's kind of dated, and it's got people. You can choose like people with guns, and so Path of Titans is more about dinosaur survival. Now it is definitely PvP, and like I said, I believe it's in beta right now. So there are, without a doubt, things that need to be worked on. And one of those things is the mission and quest system. It is mundane and repetitive. It's a grind. And unfortunately, it's also the only way you level your dinos up. You start out as a hatchling, then you become a juvenile, then you become an adolescent, then you become a subadult, and then you become an adult. And if you get killed while you're an adult, you get bumped back to subadult. Now, I know in the Isle, if you get killed, you're dead, and you have to start a new dino. That's really harsh. This doesn't do that. This bumps you back to subadult, and you have to grind your way back up again. So, as you can see, I've tried a lot of different dinos. It started out with my brother and I doing Allosaurus. I've gotten this to subadult, and it's not fully grown yet. We could level this tonight, get it up to adult maybe. Allosaurus are kind of I don't know what's the best way to say it. They're no Rex, but they're fast, and they have their good. A lot of people like playing Allosaurus, and I saw a post on Reddit asking why are there so many Allo players, and quite honestly, it's because they're cool looking and they're fast. I would say that's the main reason. But they're not the strongest, and I think that's some things that people aren't understanding about the game is that, and quite honestly, I had the same issue with it, is that if you're not the top killer, it's not fun. And what I mean by that is the T-Rex kills everything for the most part. Now, right now people are going, no, that's not true. And it is not true that you can best a T-Rex, but you can't best a T-Rex with everything. And I think people are saying, oh, the game's unbalanced because a one-on-one with a T-Rex, you're most likely going to lose unless you know what you're doing. But I don't think that's what the company is trying to simulate. They're trying to simulate a real situation. Now, if you put an Allosaurus against a T-Rex in real life, what would you expect to happen? You know? So it's going to take some cunning and some strategizing on the Allosaurus side to beat a T-Rex. And the game does that. You can't just, like, let's bounce over to one of my other characters and I'll explain. So here, I got this to subadult. This is an ostrich, a chicken. It is the fastest dinosaur in the game. And of all these dinos I've made, this one is the original. It's never been killed. Nothing has ever killed it because nothing can catch it. But on the flip side of that, you can't hurt anything either. It's got a small bite and it's got a bit of a kick. That's about all you can do. You're not going to kill anything with it. You're never going to kill a T-Rex with it. So this is mainly kind of a scouting, harassing kind of dino. And I struggled with that when I got this to sub-adult. I got it up, I leveled up, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this thing? I can't hurt anything. But that, because it is a PvP game and the core of it is PvP. But, you know, that's not what it's about. It's fun to, with this one, I kind of decided, you know, it's fun to go out and run around a T-Rex in circles, get them all mad at you, take off. They can't catch you. They have no chance of ever catching you. So this is more like a harassing kind of dino. But I got this to sub-adult. And then this I have been playing with my brother. I had, in the last stream I did, there he had a Kentrosaurus. Or I had made a Kentrosaurus in my last stream. And then he decided he wanted to play a Kentro. And I'm like, okay. So I'll make this because this is also high damage fast. Kind of like a Kentro. No, it doesn't do the same amount of damage as a Kentro, but it's high. So him and I have been hanging out with this. This is an adolescent. So I decided to delete my Kentro. Because, you know, he was doing it, and so I kind of got to experience it through him. But this guy's cool. He can buck. He can jab things with his horn. He can charge like a bull. And then I made this dude. Now, this is not a Rex. Well, it is a Rex. It's a smaller kind of Rex. It's of the T-Rex family. It's not the big giant Rex. So I've been messing around with this. This is an adolescent. I don't know how I feel about it. I've been playing it, and I'm not sure I'm finding the fun yet. It's cool because you are a T-Rex and people aren't sure about you, you know. Are you a T-Rex? Are you a little Rex? But he can still take a lot of damage, and I had two guys gang up on me, and they both couldn't kill me. I hurt them both enough they ran off. So it's tanky. It's not as tanky as a Rex. So I kind of was struggling with, why didn't I just make a Rex? But the reason I didn't just make a Rex is because everyone right now is a Rex. Everyone's a T-Rex. Lots of T-Rexes out there. So I want to do something different. So this is an adolescent. It's got a lot of leveling to do yet. We could play him tonight. Puddle King. This is a sub-adult Suchomimus. It is basically a two-legged crocodile. I made this one because my brother made a Sarco, which is a crocodile. And we were hanging out playing these together. This one is like a sliver to being an adult. And it's another one that's weird. It's kind of like between the Sarco and the Suchomimus. I kind of feel like the Sarco is the star of the show and the Suchomimus is the sidekick, and that's kind of how I felt playing with my brother as the Sarco. He could deal big damage, do big moves, and I can run faster. And I have my strongest attack is a scratch. It's like a claw, and that's kind of like okay. It's very survivable though. It's really cool if you play this game to play an aquatic creature, because there's a lot of hostility on land between the Rexes and people, and you hear stomping, and with, you know, you can often with a aquatic creature just go into the water and go underwater, and then the problems just melt away, and you can spend your time catching fish or doing whatever, because you don't have to be up there with all the hostility. So that's really nice sometimes. But I don't really want to play him tonight. because he's pretty much already an adult, and I was kind of playing him with my brother. So now this is the one I've recently made. Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus. Yeah. This one's interesting. It is a medium-sized dino, but it has so many options. It has really been surprising me. It's got Bone Crusher, which is like something a Rex has. You can build this. It's got way more options than any dino of these dinos I've built so far. You can make all these different builds. You can make a heavier, slower build that is tankier. You can make a faster, lighter build. You can make one that does big bone crushing bite moves, or one that does quick headbutt moves, or it's got a lot of options. So I've been kind of excited about playing this one. And this is what I've been playing recently. I just thought if I feel like everyone knows this game, but maybe they don't. This is a really bad time of day to show you guys things because it's not sunny. So we have choice: meat eaters or herbivores. So let me just do a quick run through. I'm not going to get into the details. You can see here the stats of them all. You can pause the video if you want to see when this gets uploaded to YouTube. But we have this one, which is more of a raptor type. Never tried it. Here's the Allosaurus. You can see how much bigger I have to go yet. This is the one I made that I was just saying, the Ceratosaurus. These guys have a bleed that's really nasty. Here is the Rex. I was telling you about the smaller of the Rexes. See, it still has high damage and stuff. Here is a Dinosuchus, Deinonychus. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just guessing. This is, or like a raptor. You can't see because of the thing here, but there's big claws. Here's another type of raptor. Slightly different stats. You can see here it has a higher defense than this one. This one's kind of tiny. Then we have Megalania. I don't like these. This is a big giant lizard with poison. I don't like them. I don't like the people that play them because right now, to me, they feel super cheaty. This, you can see here the water speed. Here, I'm just going to complain about it. Just give me a minute to complain about it. Maybe the devs will listen to me. This water speed tells me that it's not good in water, but it's very good in water. My brother and I playing Sarcos, we watched one of these take on a full-grown T-Rex, and what it was doing is it would hit it with its poison, which would slow it down. Because when it's poison, it can't regen stamina. And that's for 3 minutes. The poison bite lasts over 3 minutes. So you can't regen your stamina, and then it just continually bites you in the butt until you're dead because it doesn't want to get near your jaws, so it runs around behind you. It's super fast. You can see here land speed is super fast. It runs behind you, bites your butt. Runs behind you, bites your butt. And every time it bites you, it has venom. So I saw one of these take down a full-grown Rex and then ran at us who were out in a deep lake and attacked us, jumped into the water, attacked us off the shore, and then started attacking us. Like I said, my brother is a little more tanky with his Sarco, and he was biting the crap out of it, but it would run away, get back on land, regen its stam, run back at us again, and it killed us both. And it killed me when I went down into the deep lake. And it swam down and attacked me and killed me down there, fighting with me at the bottom of the lake. Now, that shouldn't be possible because it's got terrible swim speed, but it was easily swimming faster than us. I don't know how. And generally what happens when creatures get in the water in this game, their stamina drops, and once their stamina drops, they can't get out and they sink to the bottom, and they have to like walk out as their health is dropping because they're dying. This guy had no issues. So I feel these are really cheaty. I don't know if it was... I have not heard of people hacking the game, but I don't know if it was somebody cheating or if that's just the way they are, but they feel super cheaty to me. Okay. So there. I haven't tried this. Don't know anything about it. It also has a poisonous bite. Looks interesting. I wouldn't mind trying one out one day. This is the Sarco. This is what my brother was playing. Big giant croc. Spino. These are cool and they're really intimidating. They have huge damage, as you see here. Really good defense too. They are slow. They you can run away from them easily. They look scary, and then they try to catch you, and you just run away, and it's just kind of nothing then. Unless you're in the water, then you're hosed. Full water speed. And then here's the Suchomimus. As you can see, I have full water speed as well, which doesn't make sense to how the hell... Look at the water speed on the Sarco. Look at the water speed on the Megalania. Garbage. How it was keeping up with my brother and I swimming at full speed, I don't know. And then here's the big Rex, the big guy. Huge damage, full damage, really huge defense. Everyone plays it because why wouldn't you? So there it is, Rexes everywhere. And we're back to this. Now if you switch to the herbivores, I've always wanted to try one of these, but when I look at it, it's like, why wouldn't I just step it up to a full Triceratops? These are interesting to me though. They're like a small Triceratops. Amargasaurus, these have big spikies, usually. Do a lot of damage. I have never tried one. These are all the herbivores, by the way. Here's basically an Anki. Big club. I don't know, but I think they can break bones with their swing. Haven't tried this at all. Don't know anything about it. It's big. It's intimidating because it's big. I did try one of these once. Again, like the ostrich, what's the point? You can't damage anything. You're basically just playing, like I see here, it has high land speed. You're just playing the game of run away from everything. If that's interesting to you, it can be exciting sometimes. Tried one of these once. Pretty cool. They're kind of like a Therizinosaur. They got the big claws on the front. I would rather they be a Therizinosaur. Therizino. But they aren't. They can swim. You can make them actually switch over to eating fish if you'd rather. But I saw Rex kill one of these pretty easily. Then here's the Triceratops himself. Pretty big damage, pretty big defense. Slow land speed, but they're big. They're intimidating when you get out and you see them walking around. Iguanodon. Someone was telling me today they're pretty fun. I've never tried one. Here's are the ones. I don't know if you know much about dinos. You see down here barely. Sorry, it's at nighttime. Well, I can't help that. They got the big spiky thumbs. You can be male or female, but I don't know that it matters. There is no mating in the game. Doesn't matter, I don't think. Kentro, here's the one we tried last time and the one my brother is. These are devastating. Look at the damage. We watched someone go running around chasing. It was chasing a bunch of Allosaurus. And it was just rolling them with this attack. It was killing them dead. This thing's dangerous. I'm not sure about these guys. They're like the other one. I've never really played them. I've seen them. They're big. I don't know. Low damage, big defense. I don't know what you do with that. Stego. We all know good old Stegosaurus. I would rather try Kentro, but Stegosaurus. And then here's the ostrich. Like I said, no damage, no defense. Fast. But survivability's high? Yeah, I have to agree. I've never died with that. Then here's the st- Strachosaurus. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're really high damage and they're fast. That's why I tried it out. So being paired with my brother who's playing Kentro, that works out well. We deal a lot of damage. And then we're back to the main one. So that was the herbivores and the carnivores. Showed you both of them. So what are we going to play tonight? I don't know. I was thinking of continuing with this little guy. He's just an adolescent. Just got him out of juvenile. He is set up for... Well, let's just go in the world, shall we? Here's your home cave you start out in. You can expand your home cave. You can make more rooms and things. It basically just to decorate. You earn money in the game, so you can spend it on your cave and unlocking abilities. Now here's what's so special about this guy. This is the skin he'll grow into once he grows up. You can unlock different skins. They cost money. And then you can unlock abilities. I only have one here I haven't done. This is going to be a bleed. So that's pretty good. It's going to be a bleed. Then we've got a regular bite. That's a medium damage. And then we have a bone crusher. What bone crusher does is it makes them kind of droop and walk slowly because they've broken a bone. So it gives you a chance to get in there and finish off the job if you can. Then we have different metabolism choices. Now this is what you can eat because of the whole survival thing. Sometimes it's hard to find meat, but I tried scavenger on my Allosaurus, and quite honestly, you can still eat meat, but it says here you can eat meat, fish, carrion, and bones. But honestly, the way the world is right now out there, you're never going to find any of those other things except for meat. Sometimes you find a carrion, but most of the time you're never going to find bone or fish as this guy. So just leave it that way is what I did. Then we have this. I chose thick scales, which increases the defense but screws up your speed, makes you a little slower. Or I could unlock this one, thin hide, which makes you way more vulnerable but you're faster. And then this is just normal. Yeah, so we have headbutt, quick headbutt that can be used while running, bone snap. Now this is one that a Rex has. I don't know if it's as strong as a Rex's, but and then just a regular medium damage bite. And then tail, I have chosen lose the ability to attack with your tail because it's always a light attack. Gain the increased speed at the cost of turning radius. So I took the increased speed to help counter the thick hide that reduces your speed. Then there's the tail attack here, which is a light damage attack. I don't use it. Frankly, maybe I'll be sorry if a Megalini comes around trying to bite my butt, but you never know. And then I haven't gotten high enough to unlock this. Here's the hatchling. You finish this in the tutorial. And then I gotten it up to adolescent, and then we got sub-adult, adult. Okay. So that's the lowdown on this little guy. But yeah, you can buy skins. I like this one. Kind of like this one right here. But it costs 7,000. I don't have that. Then the real serious people, they're usually rocking with the Allosaurus and the Spino and the Rex. The real hardcores are rocking the albino skin, 10,000, or the all black one, which is also 10,000. Doesn't look so black on this guy. All right. Okay, the sun's coming out. Let's do this. See, I hold the mouth open then. And you do more damage the longer you hold your mouth open. So the trick is then, of course, catching the enemy in that bite. Okay, here we are. The open world. So I have the quest to hunt a herbivore. I don't quite think I'm there yet, quite honestly. And then you always have a waypoint to go to a location. And I have Southwest Waystone. So might as well head that way. This guy's got pretty good stamina. I can trot along pretty good. Comes trouble. It's a baby Kentro. I won't be able to catch him, first of all. Second of all, they're pretty dangerous sometimes. This is just something I notice, kind of pet peeve. Nobody's gonna care, no or care, but so dinosaurs are birds, right? And birds came from dinosaurs. I think that's pretty common knowledge now. So if you listen to the environment, there's lots of birds. So which came first, the birds or the dino? It would have been interesting if the sound people decided, let's try to make something like birds, but more prehistoric and foreign. You know what I mean? I think that would have been interesting. I'm kind of an animal nerd, so the bird calls are familiar. So I know they're modern birds. But the average player's not going to know or give a damn. So people are always talking smack in the chat, of course. So far, the community isn't quite as toxic as the Isle, but it's getting there. We were, in the last time I played, we were discussing the game, and people were just screaming at us, stop talking about the game. Do that in Reddit. It's like, so what's the chat for then? They're like, it's for smack talking. Okay, so I just got a quest pop up for collect 35 mushrooms. I get this all the time, and it's just constant. Whenever I run past this area, it gives me that quest. Let me see if I can do it over here. I don't know where they are in this area, but I know where they are outside of the... So the world has these zones set up, and they're invisible zones you can't see. Okay, that's not the way I thought it was. They're invisible zones you can't see, so you don't really know when you walk out of them until you get the, you're going to fail this quest. So the spaces are big. So when you walk into the edge of an area and it's like, find the mushrooms, you can start immediately walking around going, I don't see any mushrooms. They're somewhere in that zone, and you don't know how big the zone is. Now they give you 5 minutes to figure it out and get back to where you should be. There. See, I just walked back into the zone. So now there's no timer. I have as long as I want, as long as I stay in the zone. I'm getting this weird kind of lag. Like some rubber banding. This is an issue they talked about, but I don't normally get it. I hear some stomping. Something bigger than me. That's another thing that's kind of fun about this guy is he is small. I had an Allosaurus. I was standing in plain sight. I think that's a Rex. Let's give him a little something. Oh, that's really nothing. So I was standing in plain sight, and this Rex ran past me like it didn't exist. Didn't see me at all. Or, excuse me, Allosaurus. Yeah, I think that was it. I can run faster than him, so I'm not too worried about it. See, this game is fun, man. And if you want to hide from people, you can crouch down and crawl. Be sneaky. Almost all the dinos have that. I don't think the Sarco does because it's already low to the ground. And then you can, to recover your stamina and health, you can sit down. And then you can hold H and even lay down and sleep. That recovers it even faster. A lot of these movements make noise, and talking in the chat makes noise. And I don't know if people are fully aware of that, but so often, like that, for instance, that Rex, making a lot of noise, stomping around. He's never going to catch anyone being so loud, you know? So I'm trying to figure out where exactly they wanted me to. Probably this way. Probably down here is where they wanted me to get mushrooms. I'm not going to make it to the waystone unless I just book it. I could book it, I guess. Oh, I'm getting rubber banding again. Yeah, so like I said, the game's in beta. So I'm leaving, so I got to be quick. I want to hit this. Get the points for there. And I'll head back over here so I don't lose get the mushrooms. Okay, walk back into the zone. See, it's kind of weird. It gives you a quest, but it doesn't give you a marker for the quest, but it gives you a marker for location quests. I mean, it's not wrong. It's just odd. That Rex is down here, I think. Something else is down here. Oh, no, it's just the Rex. He's probably getting mushrooms too. That sucks. Yeah, he is. I'm gonna go this direction and get mushrooms. You can't zoom out. That's just, I can zoom in, I can't zoom out. As far as I can zoom out. So it's hard to keep track of things sometimes. Like, where is he? I can hear him. And spatially, I feel the game has some sound issues spatially. Like, it's hard to pinpoint where the sound is coming from, kind of. I'm wearing headphones right now, and it's still kind of tough to hone in on where the sound is coming from. So I've got to get 35 mushrooms. I've gotten 18. I don't like not being able to see where he's at. He might have just moved on. Let's pretend that. I think this little dino stomps really loud, but he makes more noise than his size is, you know what I mean? Come on. Come on. Got he. Okay. I don't know this for a fact, but I think I'm not good at swimming. But I think when you're a juvenile, when your food gets low, it'll pop up a little quest saying, "Go find food." When you're an adolescent, it'll do that as well. But unlike the juvenile one, at least this is what it seems, is that when you're a juvenile and you get that quest, it shows you a marker where food is. And so far as an adolescent, I haven't seen that. I've gotten the quest to go find food, and it doesn't give me a marker where the food is. I have to still find it. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about this thick hide. It makes me feel slow. Another lag spike there. A lot of times when I get a lag spike, it means I'm getting near someone else. Fix the dam, huh? I don't like that quest so much. It kind of boxes you in. Let's see. Okay. That was a big grumble. It's a Rex. Should have kept my mouth shut. It's a different Rex. He doesn't seem interested in me. But you see what I mean? I mentioned this on Reddit and everyone said it was stupid, but it feels like when two dinos are close to each other, there's kind of a vocalization you don't have control over. My guy doesn't seem to do it, but every time I run into another dino or I get close to them, I get that little hit of that little grumble that lets me know somebody's there. I have rarely been surprised by somebody. God, I'm getting so much lag. Somebody's stepping around here. There's a Rex over there. There's somebody else. It's getting busy over here, isn't it? It's an Allosaurus, I think. What's going on? Oh, he's doing the catch some food quest, which means there's a hungry something. I think that's the other Rex. Because there's nothing but Rexes, quite honestly. This is like a Rex world. Yep, definitely a Rex. See, the stomping sounds way closer than I think it is. It sounds like right next to me. And it's across the lake over there. You can see them in the distance. That. I hear this little crunching sound. It sounds like it's right next to me too. That's a raptor. You don't see them very often. There's the raptor messing with the Rex. Alright. I'm not that fast anymore. he's doing the deliver to the dam quest as well. Eh. Oh, I think that's a little one of me. Or I'm a little one of him. What's he want? Why is he trying to bite me? Aren't we the same kind? No love. Everyone, it's a gangbang. I'm out. Oh, he got me with the bite. Oh, it kicked me clear out of the server. It's supposed to put you back to your house. Oh, no, no, it didn't. I think I'm good. Should have stayed hidden. Okay, collect lakeweed. Yeah, so if, I don't know if you saw the guy, I said, oh, killing your own kind, dude, that's low. And he's like, sorry, you're made of meat. You're made of food. We were hungry. Which, you know, cannibalism and dinos, I'm sure that happened a lot. Seems to have a lot of different build options. Pick it up. I already did it. Okay, so we have a quest to hunt critters. Yeah, you get those every once in a while. I like to just leave it up and not fill out the hunt critter one. First of all, because the critters that come out of there is random. And second of all, then you always know where food is because it keeps a marker there. You see the little, looks like an upside down triangle with the claws on it? That's a place to dig up something and eat it. Now, if you don't ever finish that quest, then it keeps it there and you'll always get a marker to where there's food. The other marker here is to go to that location, the crook, so we'll do that instead. I could show you how to do it, but it's not that hard. You just walk up and press E to use the log, and you like dig out this creature that comes out of a hole. I don't like to lose. It pisses me off. But that situation didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I didn't think it was going to be 3 guys piling in on me, especially one of them a full-grown adult Rex. I thought the Rex wasn't with that guy, and he and I would run away from the Rex together. That's what I thought would happen. I didn't expect that he would be on the Rex's side and attacking me. So you just don't know what to, I mean, it's PvP, people grouping up, trying different dinos, you don't know. They don't allow herbivores and carnivores to group up. You can unofficially group up in that you can follow each other around and not kill each other, but they don't let you group up to get quests and things. But yeah, when I get killed, I get really upset. And I don't mean really upset. I mean disappointed. That bone break is brutal. Once he did it to me, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't use any of my other attacks. I couldn't even bite. All I could do is just droop my head and walk around until it was over. That's really strong. So I was trying to, I would go towards the Rex because my idea was, I'm going to die here. I want to see if my bone break works on a Rex. So I was going to try to do it to him, but it was just not letting me because my bones are broken. Okay, I can't climb up there. But I kind of, the interesting thing I learned from that, though, it was a good experience in that my thick hide setting, I took quite a number of hits, quite honestly. Considering the size of me, I think I lasted a while. I don't think I did well. I think I lasted a while. So he said 2 of them were grouped, so it was him and the Rex. The little raptor, maybe not so much. So I'm out of stamina. Let me sit down a bit, get my stamina back. And the game, you can't jump back into PvP fast. In that, I mean, revenge is hard because in this game, because you don't first of all know the names. There's no names, so you don't know who exactly you were fighting. So you, like, if you saw a Rex with the name George above it and you knew that, oh, George killed me, and then you go spend the rest of the game searching for George the Rex to get revenge on him killing you, that's not a thing. So you don't really know who killed you. And then the second of all, the map is massive. I mean, look at it. I'm this little tiny dot here. The map is just huge. And it always spawns you far away from where the PvP event happened. So you have zero chance of getting back there in time to do anything. So it's not a revenge game, that's for sure. It's not a game you're going to shoot somebody and then, or get shot by somebody and then quickly get your revenge, find them and shoot them in the head. You know, it's not. Somebody's here. Somebody is here. Should I be careful? I mean, it's so hard to tell where the sound is coming from. Well, it's an Allosaurus. Here's someone else, I think. Okay, we're coming up on an hour here. I usually stop my stream at an hour. It says to find button mushrooms. Those would be down there. So this is pretty much the quest. These are the quests. It tells you to go to these locations, you get X amount of points for going to the locations, and then you come across these. Gather this. That's it. And this is the only way to level. You don't level through PvP, you don't level through surviving X amount of time. Here's an Allosaurus. So what's the punishment for death? Well, like I think I mentioned, if you are an adult and you get killed, you get knocked back to sub-adult and have to grind your way back up. If you... it's a young Allosaurus, but still it's an Allosaurus. If you are... I'm just not very big. If you are... I don't know what his motive... Is he like busy questing, or is he... So, as you can see down here, I'm halfway on this bar. If I die, I'll lose half. Halfway out. It's hard to kind of see here, but each bar is broken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. You'll lose half of your section. Yeah, that's an Allosaurus. He is probably a adolescent, I would imagine. He's taking all the flowers. See, I can't zoom out more. It's so frustrating. I want to like look over this bush. It doesn't let you do that. I mean, players can have different motivations. There could be, I'm just doing questing. I don't really care about you. I'm doing questing. You're taking the things I need. I'm going to kill you to stop you from taking them. Or I'm hungry and I want to eat you, or I'm just a person into PvP and I want to kill you because there you are. So it's really hard to know what someone's going to do. Some people have kind of a camaraderie, like we are all carnivores together, so they don't attack other carnivores. Some people are like, I'm a carnivore, I eat everything made of meat, as we saw in the last one. Okay, now I need flowers only. So I believe once you tick the first chunk, like I said, each of the experience bars in yellow down there are here. Each of these are broken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. It's hard to tell, but there are divisions between them. And I believe once you fill one and start the next, you don't get dumped back. I believe once you filled it, it's like locked in. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. It's not flowers. Mushrooms everywhere. One of those mushrooms over here grow back. Or plants, flowers, sorry. I'm certain he hears me running around. So he must not give a crap. Okay, we got it. Now in milky cap mushrooms and pine cones. So when you group up, you get way more points. So grouping up is always good, but you also get a bigger number of things you have to find. These are not the milky cap mushrooms. These are these flat ones. So isn't this awesome? This game has these mundane quests, and then I decide to stream it and bring you along so you can also enjoy the mundane quests with me. We can both watch me do. But, you know, that's not what this game is about. It's about the PvP, and the mundane quest, quite honestly, I ran out of the zone. The mundane quests give you opportunities for PvP. I mean, if you were not forced to run around doing these things, everyone would stick to different areas, and, you know, this forces you to get out and move around and run into other people. I just didn't realize prehistoric life involves so much gathering. Is that some down here, or those buttons? Yes, it is both of those things. Okay, got all the mushrooms. Now I need pine cones. I didn't see any anywhere. They should be in this forest. Yep, here they are. On an unrelated note, I have noticed my stream, I use stupid Streamlabs, which everyone hates, because that's what I got, which is OBS, you know, and I run it on the resolution that my GeForce 1080 allows, but I get these. Sometimes my streams get these like really, you can't see it in the display, but they get this really bad like frame rate. It gets all framey and laggy, and I don't know exactly how to fix that. I thought, oh, I need to get a capture card, but that's not what if you're playing on the same computer. I guess maybe that's the problem, is I'm playing on the same computer I'm capturing the game from. I can actually, I've been thinking lately of getting a new system, and because my company I can expense things like electronics, and because I'm a game dev, so I can expense like PlayStations, and and I need a new PC, so I can expense a new PC. All that means is that the company money pays for it, not my personal money. And then some of it gets written off on taxes. It's not like it all comes back to you. That's not what happens. But I could just expense a new computer and then make this a capture computer. Is that how it works? I am not an expert on that stuff. Okay, I'm out of the zone again. This is such a little tiny patch of pine cones. 47, 48. 49, 50. Good. Okay, we have 4 minutes to get to that location. Can we make it? I don't know. It is where? Clear over here. The other side of the giant lake. I don't think we'll make that in 4 minutes. Can try it. Clear branches. Deliver one branch to that. That's an easy, pretty easy points. Yeah, the days are kind of short. I like games that have big long days. That's why on my ARC servers there are long days and normal length nights. If you follow me on Twitch, you'll know that I am excited for Cult of the Lamb coming out on the 11th. August 11th, Cult of the Lamb. I'm going to be playing it on Switch because that to me feels like kind of a mobile game. I'd want to be taken around with me. But it's also on every other thing, PC included. You can get it on Steam. It's a cute little, I don't know if people remember Happy Tree Friends. It's kind of got that vibe of everyone's happy little creatures, but they're in a cult and they sacrifice each other, and it's really harsh. I think it's kind of funny. I am a bit dour and a little sadistic sometimes, so the idea of little fluffy creatures in a cult, that cracks me up. So this quest is weird. It doesn't really work for smaller creatures, and I think the devs should have noticed that. A big creature like an Allosaurus or a Rex can just walk over this and just drop it, and it works. Little guys don't have so much luck. My brother and I tried with our dinos, and we couldn't do it. We had to jump down and take damage. So if I drop it, see, he sits it on the edge. Yeah, see? It doesn't. But if you're a big Rex or something, you can just drop it and it falls right in because your head's way out over the pit. That didn't work. Because see, it landed right there on the edge. Now you can hold down X. And I can carefully turn around. Yeah. But the way my brother and I had to do it was that you just push F, pick one up, then you just take the hit, you know? Just walk out over. We were big fat dinos, so we would fall and hurt ourselves. This guy's a little bit more nimble, doesn't get hurt. So we got 4 seconds to get to the... We're not going to make it. So they just give you a different location. Water quality too low. Okay. I was drinking it a second ago. So it's telling me to gather flowers. I'm not exactly sure where. See, that's kind of an issue. Is like, you're here in this area, Cliffside Retreat. I just did the delivery, and then it said gather flowers. Usually flowers are only found in the meadow. There aren't flowers here, so where does it mean? Gather flowers where? So you kind of spend time just wandering around going, where are flowers? Now it's saying you're out of the zone. Okay, go back here. Where are flowers? They aren't here. They are not down here, I don't think. No. Usually flowers are in a meadow, and I don't see any meadows. Okay, we're close to the house, to a house. Everywhere you see these caves, these little caves, these are house locations. Now, I wish you could jump between them and go to a different area. For multiple reasons. One, you're just getting bored of this area and it kind of loops you into the same quests over and over, and you'd rather go be somewhere else. You can pop over there real fast. Two, when my brother and I or your friends play together, you start out in totally like opposite sides of the map. It'd be so much better to just jump in and then bink, I'm over here and he's here, you know, or because these are in different locations. Now they set these waystones for that purpose, but the way the waystones work are really janky. I mean, they really need to rethink that system. To do it, you need to group up in game. So you get into the game, you group up with each other. Then one person has to go to the waystone and send a waystone request to the other person. So that means you have to travel to one of these locations and stand there. What if you're here and you just want your friend to be here with you? You know? So you got to go to one of these locations and stand there and put in a request. And then the other player has to log out and then click the glowing waypoint button, and that spawns them at the waystone. It's so jank. And then so then the waystone is used, quote unquote, and has to be replenished for all players. So if another player came over and wanted to use it, they couldn't. It would have to be replenished before they could. But I don't understand what one group of friends has to do with another group of friends. It's not realistic. It's inconvenient. So that needs some work if they want this to be a high-selling game, because it's a PvP game, and a PvP game needs to connect people. That's the main purpose of a PvP game. You need to be connected so people can engage. And if you got people who are friends and spend hours trying to get to each other, that's not going to work. And then the other problem, since I'm on this rant, I'm good at ranting, aren't I? The other problem with it is if you're in a group and you get into a fight with another group, and again, I want to stress this is a PvP game, people fighting each other. That's the whole core loop of the game. So if you're in a group with another person and your friend or you or both of you get killed, it disbands the group. And for us, we are consecutively, every time, consistently, we are spawned on separate sides of the world. Nowhere near each other. Every time. That's one of those duck critters. It's a young'un. So that means your group is disbanded. So you've got to spend time then regrouping and getting back to connect with each other again. And that's just not a way a PvP game needs to be managed. You know, I don't know if they're doing it for some sort of limitation they currently have and they're intending on changing it later. That may be. Like I said, the game is early. It's not it's in no way shipping. So let's see here. So I don't know. So that was one whole day cycle. We're back to it's getting dark again. So anyway, I love this game. I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on it. I'm not. I love the game. And I have fingers crossed for good things to come from it. They, on their wiki page, have lots of dinos that aren't in here that are on the wiki page as if they are going to someday be on here. And now we all know that wiki isn't in any way set in stone, but there are flyers on there. So there are pterodons on there, you know, those type of dinos that fly around. There are also completely ocean going creatures like Mosasaurus type creatures that are on there. So I'm not certain what they're thinking of doing with that. That would be very interesting. They'd have to have very like specific maps for that, I would think. And that's the way it is. Your dinos don't jump from map to map, I don't believe. They're coming out with a new map that's also a terrestrial map. And you don't jump from map to map with your characters. So this dino will live on this map and it'll live here forever. So if they are going to do something like Ocean World with purely ocean-going creatures or something like that, have a special map, I guess that would work. But on a map like this, you know, this creature and a mosasaur will most likely never meet. You know what I mean? So there's going to have to be a PvP battle happening on the land and a PvP, different type of PvP game happening in the water. You know what I mean? He sounds so tough, but he's tiny. So anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I will get this uploaded to YouTube, and if you'd like to see any episodes you've missed, I have hundreds and hundreds of videos, not just Path of the Titans, but mainly Ark, because it tends to be, if I do anything other than Ark, people aren't interested. So I'm hoping this takes off because I really enjoy playing Path of Titans. It's lots of fun, and I think it's got a bright future. I believe I at last heard that they were going to try to convert the game to the Unreal 5 engine. So should just keep getting better. The game The dinos look great, I think. I'm not as picky on game art as some people are, but I think it's fine. I think it looks great. I think the dinos need more diversity in their abilities, but everything's getting there. And if the team is listening out there, like I said, I'm sure you can hear in my voice, I'm very excited about the game, and I am a game designer, and specifically lately, I've been a game designer, I've been level designer, and I'm currently a lead mission designer. And maybe contact me. I'm a contract worker, so just putting it out there. Anyway, I've looked at their website and they are not looking for people right now. So I don't think they even have any contact info at all, even to get a hold of them. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that. So if you want to catch up on anything, I'm Curse the Dawn at YouTube. My Twitter is Curse the Dawn 1. If you'd like to keep up to date on when I'm streaming, of course, thank you for being on watching. You can always watch things on Twitch until Twitch decides to delete it. That's why I put everything on YouTube. We're also on Instagram at Curse the Dawn. Instagram's a weird place, man. I am like so close to 2,000 followers, and then it drops down to 1,900. And then it'll go up to almost 2,000, then it'll drop down to 1,900. It's a weird place. I don't know. I just post what I want to post there, and people like it or they don't. It doesn't help me at all. I don't think my Instagram followers become YouTube followers, so I don't think they watch the videos. So it's a totally different thing that really doesn't give me anything over there. So anyhow, but you should join it. I have lots of cool pictures. So anyway, until next time, hopefully I'll get to stream again soon. And what is the catchphrase I'm saying at the end now? I think it's still, since it's Curse the Dawn, late night gaming, I say, may the sun never rise on your game night. Because that's what always sucks, man. I get limited time to play games, and it's usually at night, and I suck it all up. I go all the way till dawn every damn time, and then it's like the sun's coming out, and I'm like, God damn, I'm supposed to be asleep. So that's why I curse the dawn, because every damn time I play till the stinking morning, and I should have slept. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll talk to you next time.